Hello, friends, and welcome aboard Travel Vibes. If you're here, chances are you love the idea of cruising just as much as I do. The gentle rocking of the ship, the freedom of unpacking once, the joy of waking up each morning to a brand new view. For many of us over 65, cruising is the perfect way to keep exploring the world without the hassles of airports, heavy luggage, or hotel hopping. It's travel at a pace that feels comfortable, yet still full of adventure. But here's the thing. While the brochures show sparkling beaches and smiling locals, they don't always mention the uneven cobblestones that can trip us up, the pushy taxi drivers waiting at the pier, or how confusing it can be to find medical help in a foreign country. That's why today, I'll be sharing the 50 most important port dangers in 2025 and the safety tips every senior cruiser needs to know. Because your confidence and peace of mind matter more than any souvenir. If that sounds like something you want more of, hit that subscribe button and join our community of savvy, smart cruisers. 1. The Lanyard Target Trap. Let's start with something simple, yet surprisingly risky. You've probably noticed fellow passengers stepping off the ship with their cruise cards hanging on lanyards around their necks. To us, it feels convenient, almost like a badge of vacation pride. But to thieves waiting near port entrances, it's a bright neon sign that shouts, "Here comes a tourist with money and little local knowledge." For seniors who love cruising because it offers comfort, safety, and freedom from the stress of packing and unpacking, it's easy to forget that ports can be unpredictable. Many of us value the slower pace, the chance to stroll, to take in the culture without rushing. But we also know that carrying ourselves with awareness matters. Security experts often remind travelers, even those in their 70s, that blending in reduces risk more than anything else. That's why the smarter move is to tuck your cruise card securely into a zippered pocket or a slim crossbody bag. If you like tech, a discreet phone wallet is another great option. It keeps your hands free, and if arthritis or limited mobility makes bending tricky, you won't have to fumble or struggle. Think of it this way. Just as President Eisenhower once said, "Plans are nothing, planning is everything." Being prepared, even in small ways, creates the freedom to relax and truly enjoy your day ashore. And trust me, this one change can help you feel not only safer but also more confident as you step into a new adventure. Would you like me to continue with part 2, the jewelry and flash and grab danger? 2. Jewelry and the flash and grab danger. Now let's talk about something many cruisers, especially those of us who enjoy looking polished and elegant, don't always think about. Wearing jewelry in port, even pieces that aren't worth much, can instantly draw the wrong kind of attention. Thieves don't pause to check whether that sparkling necklace is real gold or just a fun trinket. To them, it's opportunity, and they move quickly. For seniors, this matters even more. Many of us love cruises because they allow us to dress up for dinner, enjoy formal nights, and feel our best without the stress of packing heavy wardrobes. But stepping ashore is different. Local streets aren't ballrooms, and flashy rings or earrings can mark you as an easy target. Blending in means freedom, and freedom means peace of mind. That's why the safest choice is to leave all jewelry locked in your cabin safe, not just the expensive items, but the costume ones too. On port days, wear only a simple watch, or, better yet, a medical ID bracelet. You'll feel lighter, more relaxed, and less worried about losing something precious. As the old saying goes, less is more. By keeping it simple, you protect not only your valuables but also your sense of calm. And after all, isn't that what cruising in your golden years is all about? Feeling confident and secure while you explore the world. 3. Uneven streets and trip hazards. One of the biggest joys of cruising is stepping into a new world each time the ship docks. But here's the reality many of us don't always expect. Those charming cobblestone streets in Europe or the colorful sidewalks in the Caribbean often come with cracks, potholes, and sudden steps. For travelers over 65, even one misstep can turn a dream vacation into an unplanned hospital visit. And as doctors often remind us, a fall later in life can take far longer to recover from than when we were younger. That's why being proactive is not about fear, but about freedom. A lightweight walking stick or collapsible pole can give you balance without slowing you down. Comfortable, closed-toe shoes with non-slip soles protect you far more than sandals ever could. And remember, there's no race when you're exploring a port. Taking your time is part of the pleasure. Think of it like this. The philosopher Seneca once said, "Nothing is ours except time." Protecting your mobility ensures you get more of it. More sunsets on deck, more strolls through markets, more laughter with fellow cruisers. So by pacing yourself and staying steady, you're not holding back your adventure. You're making sure it lasts. 4. Emergency Contact Lifeline. Now let's talk about something that sounds so simple yet is often overlooked. Many passengers step off the ship full of excitement, but with no idea how to reach help if something goes wrong. The truth is, every cruise ship has a 24/7 emergency contact number, but it isn't always given to you unless you ask. For seniors who value peace of mind, this one detail is a game changer. We enjoy cruising because it removes stress. We don't have to worry about driving, cooking, or booking hotels. But once ashore, unexpected things can happen. A missed shuttle, a sudden health scare, or even just getting lost in a busy marketplace. Having a lifeline back to your floating hotel means you're never truly on your own. The smartest move is to ask guest services for the emergency number and write it on a small card you can slip into your pocket. If you're comfortable with technology, save it on your phone and even text it to a family member back home. That way, even if your phone dies or goes missing, someone else can help you reconnect. As Benjamin Franklin wisely said, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." This little step is your ounce of prevention, and it can turn a stressful situation into just a story to laugh about later. 5. The Travel Advisory Cover-Up. Here's something many cruisers don't realize until it's too late. Cruise lines are experts at showing us the sunny side of every destination. The turquoise waters, the smiling locals, the promise of fun and adventure. But what they rarely mention are the government travel advisories that warn of risks like petty crime, unsafe transportation, or even political unrest. The U.S. State Department updates these advisories constantly, and right now, places such as certain areas in Mexico or parts of the Bahamas carry higher caution levels. For seniors who cherish peace of mind, knowing this information ahead of time can make all the difference. Many of us choose cruising because it feels structured and secure, but stepping into a foreign port adds a layer of uncertainty. By taking a few minutes before your trip to check travel.state.gov, you give yourself a head start. Print the advisories or simply screenshot them so you can review them quickly, even without internet access. The best part is that knowledge removes fear. When you're informed, you don't feel anxious, you feel prepared. And preparation is what allows you to relax, explore confidently, and enjoy every moment. As the great Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "It takes as much energy to wish as it does to plan." A little planning today gives you the freedom to wish, wander, and savor tomorrow. 6. Taxi and transport scams. Another hidden risk that often surprises travelers is transportation. At so many ports, the moment you step onto the pier, drivers rush in with offers that sound tempting. Yet many of these are unlicensed taxis that overcharge tourists, take unnecessarily long scenic detours, or in some cases, put passengers in unsafe situations. For seniors who enjoy cruising because it takes the stress out of planning, this can feel unsettling. We value comfort, clear pricing, and above all, safety. After all, the joy of travel at this stage of life isn't in rushing, it's in knowing we can move with ease. That's why the best choice is to always use official taxi stands or arrange transportation directly through the ship or a trusted company. And here's something to keep in mind. Vehicles like mopeds, tuk-tuks, or high jeeps may look adventurous, but for those of us with aging knees or balance challenges, they can be more trouble than they're worth. Choosing cars with easy step-in access isn't just practical, it's empowering. As Henry Ford once said, "Quality means doing it right when no one is looking." By choosing quality and safety in transportation, you ensure your day ashore is remembered for the sights you saw, not the struggles you faced. 7. The Moped and Scooter Trap. At first glance, mopeds and scooters can seem like a fun way to explore a port. The breeze in your hair, the freedom to zip through narrow streets. It sounds exciting, but the reality is far less glamorous. In fact, these vehicles are the #1 cause of cruise passenger injuries in the Caribbean. Even skilled riders find themselves struggling with unfamiliar traffic laws, potholes, unpredictable drivers, and rental shops eager to blame tourists for pre-existing damage. For seniors, the risk grows even higher. Many of us cruise because it offers a slower, more relaxed pace where we don't have to worry about logistics. We value mobility, but we also know our balance and reflexes aren't quite the same as when we were 25. That's nothing to be ashamed of, it's simply part of life, and acknowledging it allows us to travel smarter. This is why saying no to mopeds is not giving up adventure. It's choosing to enjoy your trip without unnecessary danger. A guided van tour or a comfortable shuttle still brings the same cultural experiences and scenic views, but without the stress and unpredictability. As the famous travel writer Paul Theroux said, travel is glamorous only in retrospect. By making safe choices now, you ensure the memories you look back on are warm, happy, and free of regrets. 8. Health emergencies and medical care abroad. This is a topic that truly matters for many of us cruising later in life. While cruising gives us the comfort of routine and the excitement of new horizons, it's important to remember that once you step off the ship, your regular U.S. health insurance often doesn't apply. A simple accident, a slip on wet pavement, a bout of heat exhaustion, or something more serious can quickly turn into hospital bills that reach tens of thousands of dollars. And medical evacuations from remote islands can be shockingly expensive. For seniors who love cruising because it offers security and structure, this reality can feel unsettling. But here's the good news. Preparation gives you back control. Purchasing travel insurance that includes emergency medical coverage and evacuation is one of the smartest investments you can make. Be sure the plan covers pre-existing conditions, since many of us take regular medications or manage long-term health needs. And don't forget something simple yet powerful. Carry a small card with your medications, allergies, and emergency contacts. In a stressful moment, when seconds matter, that card speaks for you. As Louis Pasteur once said, fortune favors the prepared mind. In travel, fortune also favors the prepared cruiser. Taking these precautions means you can step ashore with confidence, knowing your health and your peace of mind are protected. 9. The heat and hydration risk. One of the great pleasures of cruising is stepping into warm, tropical sunshine after days at sea. The beaches look inviting, the markets are colorful, and the air feels alive. But here's something many passengers, especially seniors, underestimate. Heat and humidity in ports can drain your energy faster than you expect. Dehydration and heat stroke don't give much warning, and they can turn a joyful day into an emergency in just an hour. For those of us over 65, our bodies handle heat differently than they once did. We may not feel thirsty until it's too late, or we might think we can push through when our energy dips. Yet pushing through isn't strength, it's risk. That's why the simple habit of carrying a refillable water bottle and sipping regularly is one of the most powerful tools you have. A wide-brimmed hat and light, breathable clothing help shield you, while frequent rest stops in the shade give your body a chance to recover. Think of it this way. As the famous writer Mark Twain once quipped, climate is what we expect, weather is what we get. And in cruise ports, what you often get is hotter and stickier than the brochure ever showed. By respecting the sun and staying hydrated, you protect your health and keep your memories clear, happy, and far from the inside of a clinic. 10. Pickpockets in crowded ports. Some of the world's most breathtaking cruise destinations, Barcelona, Rome, Naples, and even bustling Caribbean shopping streets, are also known for something far less glamorous: skilled pickpockets. These aren't clumsy thieves, they're professionals who make a living spotting distracted tourists. And sadly, cruise passengers are among their favorite targets. For seniors, this is especially important to keep in mind. Many of us enjoy wandering slowly through markets, pausing to admire local crafts, or stopping for a gelato along a cobblestone street. That slower pace is a gift. It allows us to truly savor the moment. But it also makes us stand out if we're not careful. The key is to be prepared without letting fear steal our joy. That's why carrying a crossbody bag that zips fully closed and keeping it in front of you is such a smart move. Men should shift wallets to front pockets, where they're much harder to grab. And whenever someone bumps into you, distracts you with a petition, or tries to slip on a free bracelet, take a second to check your belongings. It's not paranoia, it's simply smart travel. As Shakespeare wisely wrote, better safe than sorry. By staying alert yet relaxed, you keep your treasures secure and your memories focused on the beauty around you, not the frustration of what's been lost. 11. Fake crew member cons. Another trick that catches many travelers off guard happens right at the port gates. Some scammers will approach with a friendly smile, saying things like, "I was your waiter last night, Wes," or "I work on your ship, come see my family's shop." For someone who values kindness and enjoys the connections made on board, this can feel believable. But the truth is, these are often clever scams designed to lure you away from busy, safe areas. For seniors who love cruising because of the sense of community, the warm conversations at dinner, and the familiar faces of the crew, it's natural to want to respond warmly. Yet remember, real crew members respect your privacy when you're ashore. They will never pressure you into following them or insist that you leave the main streets. The safest response is to smile politely, thank them, but keep moving with the crowd. If you ever feel uncertain, walk toward other passengers or head straight for port security. It's not about being unfriendly, it's about being wise. As the saying goes, trust but verify. By setting healthy boundaries, you protect not only your wallet but also your peace of mind. In the end, staying cautious in these moments keeps your focus on what truly matters: the joy of discovery, the laughter with friends, and the stories you'll bring home. 12. Independent excursions versus ship tours. Exploring on your own can certainly feel adventurous. Wandering through narrow streets, discovering hidden cafes, or chatting with locals gives a sense of freedom that many cruisers enjoy. But in ports with higher risks, such as Nassau or Roatan, stepping off without structure can leave you far more vulnerable. Getting lost, missing the ship, or ending up in unsafe neighborhoods is not the kind of memory we want to bring home. For seniors who love cruising because it provides comfort, predictability, and a relaxed pace, choosing the right excursion makes all the difference. Ship-sponsored tours might cost a little more, but they come with peace of mind. They guarantee your return before departure and provide vetted guides who know the safest routes. That extra layer of security allows you to focus on enjoying the experience instead of worrying about logistics. If you prefer to travel more independently, the smart move is to book only with well-reviewed companies that offer back-to-ship guarantees. That way, you enjoy the flexibility you love while still protecting your schedule and your safety. As travel expert Rick Steves once said, "Travel is intensified living." By choosing wisely, you intensify the joy, not the stress of your time ashore. 13. The cash and card balance. Money management on a cruise is often overlooked, yet it can shape the way your day ashore unfolds. Carrying too much cash makes you a walking target, while depending only on credit cards can leave you stranded if machines are down or a shop refuses plastic. The balance lies somewhere in between, and finding it is especially important for seniors who value security and convenience. A practical approach is to bring a modest amount of local currency, around $75 to $100 in small bills, along with a reliable credit card that has no foreign transaction fees. Keeping these resources split into two different places, a wallet and a discrete money belt, ensures that even if you face a pickpocket, you still have backup funds. That little bit of foresight keeps the day running smoothly. For older cruisers who enjoy the freedom of browsing local markets or buying a cool drink without hassle, this balance is liberating. It removes the worry of being caught unprepared. As the great investor Warren Buffett once said, "Risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. By planning your cash and card strategy, you reduce risk and travel with confidence, knowing you can handle whatever comes your way." 14. The passport paradox. One of the most confusing questions for cruisers, especially seniors, is whether to carry your passport ashore. Advice varies wildly. Some say always take it, others insist it's safer left in the cabin safe. The truth is, both choices carry risk. Losing your passport in a busy port can create a nightmare of paperwork and stress, yet being caught without it could mean denied reboarding or complications with local authorities. For older travelers who value calm, routine, and the reassurance of knowing documents are in order, this paradox can feel unsettling. The most balanced solution is to carry a government-issued photo ID, such as a driver's license, along with a photocopy of your passport. Add one more layer of safety by keeping digital copies stored on your phone and even emailing them to yourself or a trusted family member. That way, you are protected both ways, ready for identification checks, but not risking the one document that could end your journey early. It's all about building layers of security so you can move with confidence. As Abraham Lincoln once said, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe." In travel, your preparation is the sharpest tool you have. By planning smartly, you keep your journey smooth, stress-free, and filled only with the joy of discovery. 15. Digital safety in 2025. In today's world, safety isn't just about what happens on the streets. It's also about what happens online. One of the new risks that many passengers overlook is cybercrime. Public Wi-Fi in ports, whether in cafes, markets, or free hotspots, is often unsecured. That makes it incredibly easy for scammers to intercept your personal details, from email logins to banking information, without you even realizing it. For seniors who cruise because it feels structured and safe, this hidden danger can come as a surprise. We've learned to carry less cash, guard our jewelry, and watch for pickpockets, but protecting our digital life is just as important. The simplest way to stay safe is to avoid logging into banking apps or entering credit card numbers while connected to port Wi-Fi. Instead, rely on your own phone's data plan or a small portable hotspot if you have one. And here's a tip that adds comfort as well as confidence. If you're not completely comfortable with technology, ask a younger travel companion or even a fellow cruiser to help you set your phone to airplane mode with Wi-Fi off before you go ashore. As the famous line goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. By securing your digital world, you ensure that your memories from port are of colorful markets and beautiful sunsets, not of stolen identities or frozen bank accounts. So there you have it. 15 of the biggest dangers at cruise ports in 2025, along with the smart strategies to keep you safe. The truth is, cruising after 65 doesn't mean slowing down or stepping back from adventure. It means being wise, prepared, and confident so that you can enjoy each port with freedom and peace of mind. Because travel in this season of life is truly priceless. You've earned the right to wander safely, explore joyfully, and return home with stories to share, not with stress, medical bills, or stolen belongings. If this video gave you clarity and made you feel more ready for your next voyage, give it a like and subscribe to Travel Vibes for weekly cruise wisdom, created especially with seniors in mind. And now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these safety tips surprised you the most? Do you have a personal port day safety secret to share with our community? Until next time, may your journeys be safe, your memories be rich, and your sails always be smooth.